What's up, Bitcoin Bulletin fam? Get ready because we're diving headfirst into the biggest news shaping the crypto world right now. We're kicking things off with a bang as Strategy Executive Chairman Michael Saylor reveals his bold predictions for Bitcoin's trajectory. Saylor is talking about a massive supply squeeze driven by corporate and institutional demand, and he believes we're heading for serious upward movement by the end of 2025. You'll want to hear exactly why he thinks this. But hold on, the drama doesn't stop there. We've got a bombshell lawsuit hitting the Bitcoin media landscape. A Swiss digital asset firm is suing the operator of Bitcoin magazine, alleging a massive $150 million fraud. We're talking about accusations of broken promises and failed merger deals that could shake up the industry. What really went down here? Next up, we're talking about serious expansion. CleanSpark, a major player in the Bitcoin mining space, has just secured a colossal $100 million Bitcoin-backed loan. This isn't just pocket change. They're using this massive injection of capital to supercharge their mining operations and high-performance computing capabilities. We'll break down how they're leveraging their Bitcoin holdings to fuel this growth. And finally, buckle up, because a Chinese electric vehicle giant is making a jaw-dropping pivot. Jiuzi Holdings is planning to deploy up to a staggering $1 billion into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB. Their stock initially surged on the news, but then what happened? We've got all the details on this ambitious and somewhat mysterious crypto plan. Stick around for all this and more. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Michael Saylor predicts Bitcoin supply squeeze. Get ready for a seismic shift in the Bitcoin market. Strategy Executive Chairman Michael Saylor is sounding the alarm, predicting a major supply squeeze that could send Bitcoin prices soaring. He's pointing directly at the insatiable appetite of corporations and exchange-traded funds, which are gobbling up more Bitcoin than miners can produce. Saylor explained on CNBC that while miners are minting around 900 Bitcoin daily, a recent report from River highlights a staggering reality. Businesses are accumulating approximately 1,755 Bitcoin per day in 2025, with ETFs adding another 1,430 daily. This massive imbalance, Saylor argues, is creating upward pressure on the price. He sees this trend continuing, anticipating renewed upward movement towards the end of 2025 as Bitcoin pushes through resistance and macro headwinds. He further categorized Bitcoin buying companies into two distinct groups, those using Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset and true treasury companies, capitalizing on holding this digital capital. Strategy itself, a significant corporate holder with 638,985 BTC, exemplifies this shift, with Saylor envisioning a future where the world runs on digital gold-backed credit. The market is buzzing with this forecast, with many analysts pointing to this institutional accumulation as a key driver of potential price appreciation. Community discussions are alight with the implications of this digital gold narrative. But is this institutional demand enough to overcome all market hurdles? Stay tuned as we dive into a shocking legal battle that's erupted in the Bitcoin media world. Bitcoin magazine sued for $150 million fraud. Big trouble is brewing in the Bitcoin media sphere. A prominent Swiss digital asset firm has launched a massive lawsuit against the Nashville-based operator of Bitcoin magazine, leveling accusations of a staggering $150 million fraud. The Swiss firm claims they were induced into months of strategic consulting and introductions under the guise of a future merger and joint venture agreements. However, they allege that Bitcoin magazine's operator never had any intention of following through on these promises, leaving the Swiss firm out of pocket and deceived. This legal bombshell has sent shockwaves through the crypto community, raising serious questions about business practices within the digital asset media landscape. The outcome of this lawsuit could have significant implications for how partnerships and potential acquisitions are handled in the future. From legal battles to financial power plays, the next story is all about massive expansion. We're talking about CleanSpark and a huge new deal that could reshape the mining industry. CleanSpark secures $100 million Bitcoin-backed loan for expansion. CleanSpark is making moves, and they're not small ones. This major U.S. Bitcoin miner just announced a game-changing $100 million financing deal with Coinbase Prime, sending its shares soaring. What's even more impressive? This massive loan is collateralized by a portion of CleanSpark's substantial Bitcoin holdings, currently standing at nearly 13,000 BTC. The funds are earmarked for a dual expansion, bolstering their Bitcoin mining operations and significantly upgrading their high-performance computing (HPC) capabilities. Chief Business Officer Harry Sudak emphasized a strategic approach, aiming to maximize the value of every asset, including power contracts and energy relationships. This means some power infrastructure might be repurposed for HPC instead of just mining, showcasing CleanSpark's commitment to versatility and future-proofing their growth. With this new deal, CleanSpark's total Bitcoin-backed financing from Coinbase Prime now approaches an incredible $300 million. Sudak reiterated their commitment to making these Bitcoin reserves work harder for shareholders, assuring that only a portion of their holdings is being pledged. This aggressive expansion follows a record-breaking third quarter, with revenue hitting $198.6 million and August mining output increasing by a remarkable 37.5% year-over-year. The crypto world is watching CleanSpark's strategic leverage of its assets with keen interest, seeing it as a smart move to fuel growth without diluting shareholder value. Discussions are heating up about how other miners might follow suit. Now, prepare for a truly unexpected announcement from the world of electric vehicles that's shaking up the crypto markets. Chinese EV firm plans $1 billion crypto investment spree. Talk about a plot twist. Jiuzi Holdings, a publicly traded Chinese electric vehicle charging firm, has stunned the market by announcing a bold new crypto investment policy. The company's board has officially authorized the deployment of up to a colossal $1 billion towards acquiring and holding Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB. This news initially sent JZXN shares into a frenzy, jumping as high as 47% before a dramatic retracement. The company's CEO, Tao Li, stated this policy is a proactive step in our treasury management to safeguard and enhance long-term shareholder value. They plan to use a strict risk framework and have authorized allocation from cash reserves, with any additional tokens requiring board approval. However, a stark reality check emerged. As of October 31, 2024, Jiuzi Holdings reported only around $943,000 in cash and cash equivalents, alongside a net income loss of approximately $55 million for the fiscal year. The crucial question remains: how will they fund this massive $1 billion crypto acquisition? Adding to the intrigue, the firm will not take custody of its crypto assets and has established a crypto risk asset committee. Newly appointed COO Dr. Doug Bueger clarified their stance, stating, "We are not engaging in short-term trading or speculation. Rather, we view crypto assets as long-term stores of value to hedge against macroeconomic uncertainties." This announcement has sparked intense debate, with many questioning the financial feasibility and strategic rationale behind such a large crypto allocation, given the company's current financial standing. The market is watching closely to see if this is a visionary move or a high-risk gamble. And that brings us to the end of another packed Bitcoin Bulletin. We've covered the market's future, legal drama, massive mining expansion, and a wild EV crypto pivot. Don't go anywhere, we've got a lightning round recap and your full call to action coming up next. And that's a wrap on today's Bitcoin Bulletin. To recap, Michael Saylor sees a massive Bitcoin supply squeeze driven by institutional demand. A shocking lawsuit has been filed against the operator of Bitcoin Magazine, alleging $150 million in fraud. CleanSpark is aggressively expanding its mining and HPC operations with a huge $100 million Bitcoin-backed loan. And a Chinese EV firm is planning a jaw-dropping $1 billion investment in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB. If you found this breakdown valuable, do us a huge favor. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, ring that notification bell so you never miss an update, leave a comment with your thoughts on today's news, and follow us on all our social media channels for more real-time crypto insights. We'll see you in the next one.